Alright, you guys, this your boy back at y'all with another one. Shouts out to the Lions Den basketball community. Give the video a like and subscribe. Ring that bell whenever I go live. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. So, the New World Order of Professional Basketball suffered a blowout loss last night by undermanned Lakers team, led by Dennis Schroeder and Andre Drummond for the most part. Now, there's some things we can take away from this game. Now, let's shove aside the fact that Kyrie Irving was ejected and Kevin Durant was on the minutes limit. Look, he played, okay? He played, and they didn't get it done. But at the same time, while I'm impressed with the win by the Los Angeles Lakers, I would not be making celebratory plans yet. All right, I would not be holding no parade celebration. I will not hold no. I will not be making plans of holding any kind of, special gathering and all that nonsense, right? And all that hoopla, right? There was a win in the regular season. Now, there's some things we can take away from the Lakers. That means the Lakers have talent on their roster. Okay, they got talent. Say whatever you want about Kyle Kuzma and Montrezl Harrell and Dennis Schroeder, and they got talent. I mean, these guys are professional basketball players, and they've been doing it for years. These guys are veterans. They should know at this point. When you're a veteran, you should know your role. You should know what your strengths are, and limit your weaknesses and all that, right? So, while I salute the Lakers for going out there playing their ass off and getting that win, I would not expect this to be a continuing trend. I think the Brooklyn Nets will get their act together, and I think they're going. I'm not saying they're going to win every game or whatever like that, but the New World Order of Professional Basketball will be just fine. Shout out to Texas T. Big Room to Dawn in the building. What's up, y'all? Good morning, y'all. Good morning, everybody in this bitch today. Alright? For real. I was shocked. Now, to say I wasn't shocked would be, I'll be lying to say if I wasn't shocked. I thought the Brooklyn Nets was going to go in there and hand them Lakers their ass, but nope. The tables got turned. That just goes to show you anything can happen on a given day, and there ain't no such thing as a certain thing, right? There's always gonna be that lightning in the bottle of occurrence, and we saw that last night. The Brooklyn Nets played like absolute crap. They played like crap. Kyrie getting ejected in the second half and all that. And one thing the Lakers did in that game, right? One thing the Lakers did in that game that they did not do in the first game was limit Joe Harris. That was the key. Because if you remember, if you go back to that first game, Joe Harris was killing their ass from three, right? They didn't have Harden to worry about, because Harden played in that first game, and you had to worry about Harden and what he can do in the basketball. And then when Harden, with his ability to shoot the three, get to the cup and all that, that opened things up for guys like Joe Harris. But when you don't got that threat, and don't get me wrong, this ain't not against Kyrie. Kyrie's a fucking wizard with that basketball. But when you don't got James Harden, right, that can open up opportunities for other guys like Joe Harris, you can key on guys like him, and then you can get the stars to get theirs, and then and then the complementary players, you limit them while the stars get theirs, and then you just have a recipe for success. If you go back to the 2004 NBA Finals, where you had the Detroit Pistons and the Lakers, right? The Pistons pretty much just let the stars get theirs, and then they limit guys like Devin George and Robert Ory's of the world and guys like that, right? So there you have it, right? Now, what does this mean, right? Because this is the thing. With LeBron and AD on the court, they take up so much usage to where, other guys can't really get into the flow of the offense and stuff like that, right? You got to think, between LeBron and AD, they take up damn near 60% of the usage, which means either LeBron's going to be taking shots or AD's going to be taking shots. And then you got to think Dennis Schroeder, he's going to want to get his touches and he's going to want to get his shots up. So between those three guys, everybody else is left to fight for the scraps. Oh, and then Montrez, he like to get his shots up too. So guys like Caldwell Pope and Markieff Morris and Kyle Kuzma, it just isn't enough room for everybody else to get theirs. So it'll be interesting to see how this dynamic plays out once LeBron and AD comes back. Drummond played a really good game last night. There's one Achilles heel for the Brooklyn Nets or for the new world order of professional basketball. It's their center position, right? Their big man down low. They've been getting destroyed by big men, right? Anytime so if you go back to the game they played the Washington Wizards and Alex Len gets a double-double on you, right? Alex Len. That's a problem. That's a big problem, right? Shout out to the Queen Stephanie Dude and the homie Lou the Rider Sports in the building this morning. Right? Anytime you have big men going against the Brooklyn Nets, big men is able to get what they want when they want against this team. So this is one Achilles heel that you got to be able to be on the lookout for should Olympus fall. Right? So I'm going to put a link in the chat. You guys come in. Let you guys come in and you guys can tell me what y'all think about the game last night. I think it was a good, impressive win by the Lakers. But like I said before, I would not be going around making plans for a parade. I would not. What's up, Mr. Pazzer? For real. So you still gotta like the Brooklyn Nets' chances in the 7-game series. So I put the link in the chat. You guys come in. You can tell me what y'all think about the game last night and what this means going forward. All right, Texas. So we talk about the game and what this means moving forward. So what you got on this?
What's going on, brother?
What's up, my brother?
Yeah, man. No, that was
time, bro.
I never come on your live like that much, man. But live, I've been in your chat, not the live that much, man.
Yeah, good to see you though, man. Appreciate you, man.
Always, brother, always, man. But yeah, man, that was a good win last night, man. No hate, no shade. That was a good win last night, brother. All I gotta say, LB, keep that same goddamn energy for the playoffs, man. That's all I gotta say. When everybody healthy, I don't want to hear shit about no goddamn. Oh, they got a super team. You supposed to lose that shit. Just keep the same energy. But what I can say is there's a big time confidence booster for the Lakers. For their bench, to go to show you that they got fucking talent or whatever. Should be no excuses. So LeBron James, 80 add to that shit or whatever like that, bro. Shit had no problem. That's just smooth, like just cruise to the west. That should cruise to the west, low key. Hey, you on mute, LB.
Yeah. I put on mute because I don't like to cut people off when they talk. Cause I just put it on mute and let you get your point off.
Oh, you good, brother. You can understand, but yeah, that's how it should. They go to show they got talent. Because when LeBron James went down, I said, man, they're gonna probably be 3-7 or 4-6 at best. They won 4 games already, LB. But LeBron James fans, they're gonna lose 10 in a row, go 1-9. I didn't believe it because they got talent, bro. They got championship pedigree. You gotta respect it. Look at the Toronto Raptors last year. What's the name left them? Fucking Kawhi left them last year. And they're still a good playoff team last year. They got championship pedigree. You gotta respect it. It's not a LeBron James and AD show. Respect them guys around you. You have to. That's all I got to say about that, brother.
Yeah, I agree. That definitely means that absolutely positively no excuse for when they don't get it done. Because you can point to games like this. You can point to games like this and like, hey, look, they had depleted roster and they whooped the hell out the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, be the dog shot of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. There's absolutely positively no excuse.
At all whatsoever, LB, at all. Them brothers got talent over there, man. You gotta respect the talent around you, man. Can't they say that it's an AD and LeBron James show? Respect them dudes. They got championship pedigree, they got experience, they champions, bro. You gotta respect that. All the way around. You gotta respect it and give them guys some fucking credit. Give them some fucking credit. Everybody not fucking trashing the team. Give them some fucking credit. They champions, bro.
I agree. Definitely agree with that. What's up, Andy Kate? Salute to you being up in here this morning. Appreciate you. Yeah, man, I agree, man. You know what I'm saying? I agree. I'm right there in lockstep. Just keep the same goddamn energy. You know, I don't want to hear nothing but no injury and all that. Nah, you can't use that.
No. At all. Because soon as they come out, oh, they had a super team. I'm blocking your bitch ass. Anybody on your channel, ticket channel, come to me. We got a super team. The same cats come in last night, celebrate like they won a goddamn ring last night. Okay, that's fine. It's a good win. No hate. But keep that same as it come playoff time. I'm blocking your bitch ass. I'm blocking all y'all asses, my nigga. Keep that same energy. Stand on your square. When they win and they lose.
But you know, that just goes to show you how you know how fickle a lot of these fans are. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys ain't even basketball. They ain't got no basketball knowledge. There's a whole bunch of goddamn groupies just strutting and fucking shaking their ass and shit. What's up, Superman? What's up?
What's good? What's good, Texas T? What's good, LB?
What's good, brother?
What's good. Man, what I say about this, no excuse, man. No excuse. KD, what the hell happened? What the hell? Man, there's no excuse, man. I don't want to hear no James Harden play. You had KD and Kyrie, two of the best scorers of this league. Okay, like, no excuse, man. No excuse. Yo, Andre Drummond was balling. God damn. Andre Drummond looked like the second coming of Kareem. Not really, but damn, that man was balling.
Hey, man, I play fantasy basketball, man. We call that the Brooklyn bump. You know what I'm saying?
But, man, I love Brooklyn, but I think Brooklyn's going to win this ring, my opinion. I think they're going to win, but no excuse for this game, man. No excuse, man. No excuse. No excuse.
They play like
you still
shit.
have two of the best players.
That was a good win, man. The fucking Lakers were real physical last night, man. They was on a mission to win that game last night. All credit to them.
Yeah,
I can't hate on them. Yeah, I can't hate on it at all, man.
No excuse, man. No excuse. That's all I got to say about this.
Can't play physical last night. They punched him in the mouth basically last night, man. They punched him in the mouth. You can't say, because KD still was there. And I don't give a damn he come off injured what it is. He still was there. He was pretty bad.
Still played pretty good.
Yeah. He played okay. He played okay, bro.
Kyrie,
he played okay.
I think he would have dropped 40 that game, if you really think about it. Or around 30 or 40.
He probably did, but at the same time, like I say, man, you know, fucking Kyrie went out, everything like this. Shorty went out too, man. Plus, LA was already shorthand as it was, man. So they had enough to get it done, bro. They had enough to get it done. They got their ass tore off the fine.
You still had KD. He
would have took over right there. Man.
But I know what happened to KD. KD should have took over that game right there. When you saw Kyrie got kicked out, take over now. It's take over.
Hey, nah, big worm. I think he's still a little rusty. I think what it is, man. He's still trying to knock cobwebs out, man. Yeah, give him time to get his feet back, man. Give him get his legs back. I think he'll be okay. I got a couple Knicks, man, but he'll be okay. I think he'll be all right.
I still think they're gonna win. Nets gonna win. I still think.
I think they should win. They should win, Superman. They don't win, disappointment. They should win. Got the most talent. They should win. No excuses.
If they lose,
no, they lose, nigga. Shit, it'll be bad for them. But KD and Kyrie,
that'll ruin KD's legacy. I'm telling you, that'll ruin KD's legacy. KD gonna get shit on. Trust me, he gonna get shit on. If he lose, he gonna get shit on, bro. I'm telling you.
Of course he would, but that'd be devastating. It won't be bad on his, let's say bad on his legacy, but it'd be devastating, man. And you can't lose like that. If they do lose, I mean, niggas got to drop like flies. I mean, everybody mama got to get hurt. From having excuse to lose the goddamn finals. I mean, everybody got to get hurt. And himself, Kyrie, Harden, everybody got to get hurt for niggas to say, hey, man, damn, everybody got out with them saying, so, hey, what can you fucking do? That's the only excuse.
Shout out to Kevin Whitterburn and Quincy Randolph in the building this morning. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, the Brooklyn Nets to win the championship, hey, you already know who could be in my fucking crosshairs. That's James Harden.
Oh, yeah,
after the way he forced his way out of Houston.
Mm-hmm.
After all that shit he did to force his way out of Houston to go to that team and all that, if they don't win, hey, if anybody gonna be in my fucking crosshairs, gonna be that dude.
I already know LBs. I already know it, brother. I already know it.
The Nets gotta win, bro. They have to win this championship. They have to. They really have to. That's all I got to say, man. Peace out, LB.
All right, peace out, man.
Peace out.
Anybody else want to come in and chime in on the situation with the Brooklyn Nets and what this means going forward? You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, while it was a good win by the Lakers last night, I'm not going to hold victory lap. I'm not going to make parade plans just yet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Brooklyn Nets need to get their act together, right? They need that. And look, this ain't Roman Reigns and WWE where they could just show up and win. Okay? Anytime they take the court, you gotta prove that you can play together, right? Because if you don't and you come up short, then you give fat motherfuckers like goddamn Brian Windhorst, aka, you know, shout out to the homie CB Sports TV. You know, you give Paul Bearer credence. Oh yeah, my Undertaker. Oh yeah. Yeah, we don't want to give fat motherfuckers like him credence, all right? So that's why the Brooklyn Nets got to pick up and show up and play. It was funny that article came out, or Brian Windhorst came out with that goddamn article and shit. What's up, Adrian Barbie, LA Sports Live? I put the link in the chat. Nate Shepard, what's good with y'all, man? Salute to y'all. But yeah, it was a really good win by the Lakers last night. But when the Brooklyn Nets come out and play like that and they don't win, you give motherfuckers like Brian Windhorst credence. And that boy don't deserve no fucking credence. He deserves a fucking weight loss plan. An extensive, comprehensive nutrition weight loss plan. So there it is. I put the link in the chat again, right? That what Brian Windhorst need to be given. He need to be given a comprehensive weight loss plan, for real. He talk about he be scrolling through the advanced statistics and shit like that. Knowing good and well, the only thing he be scrolling through is the fucking menu at a local mom and pop spot. We don't need to give motherfuckers like him credence. What's up, Celtics Nation? What's good with you, homie? All right, what you got on this, Adrian Barbie?
Yeah, salute, man. It was a good game last night. But here's what I think people ain't talking about. It can have an effect on the Nets. With them getting all these players, it can have an effect on the guys that they get now because they were playing good before they got some of those guys. And I think in the long term it's going to affect guys like DeAndre Jordan. They're going to check out mentally because he hasn't been playing ever since they got Aldridge. So I think people are not talking about that aspect of it. Guys like Nick Claxton playing good. Now that they shying away from them since they got Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge. I don't think people are talking about that.
Yeah, Nick Claxton, you know, for a couple games, he has been playing really good for him and all that, right? Yeah, but DeAndre Jordan, they're trying to push DeAndre Jordan out the rotation and all that.
Yeah, I don't think they good because they probably could have used him against Andre Drummond last night. When you do things like that, you guys check out. Sometimes they check out mentally because they feel like, I'm here. Then you going out here getting these other players. What am I here for? I think they could have an effect on them if they do lose because of a reason like that.
Right.
But like I said, it was a good game last night.
Yeah, it was a good game by the Lakers, man. They played really well last night. All right, LA Sports Live, what you got on this? On what happened last night and what happens going forward?
Well, what's up, man? You know, it's like you're saying, it's just a regular season game. You know, not nothing to get terribly excited about it, but you know, just for a little bit, it'll shut some of the Laker haters up for a little bit. But I know they're gonna find something else, to say. This Nets team, even though neither team was 100% last night, but the notion that's been kind of like pretty common that it's a wrap, that the Nets have got this and they're going to win a whole bunch of titles in a row, man. That's a bunch of BS. The Nets could be beat pretty easily, in my opinion. And last night was just a little taste of it, man. It's my opinion. What's going to happen going forward? We'll see. We'll see if both teams can get healthy. That's the main thing. I mean, this is just a regular season. We all know what really matters is the playoffs. But one of the things that I see from the Nets, man, is they to me, they lack toughness. And I just don't think that team is really focused. But, but like I just said, it's just a regular season. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in the playoffs. But what do you think? What do you think about the additions that the Lakers made? I mean, a lot of people made a lot of jokes about Andre Drummond. You can't really make an opinion on him after he makes his debut with the Lakers when he hasn't played in over a month. And then, he has a little toe injury or whatever. But based upon what we saw last night, how do you think he's going to fit alongside LeBron and AD?
Well, that's a big question because you know how LeBron likes to drive to the cup, right? And you know how AD like to get touches in his spots.
The LB wasn't a problem.
But this is one thing. But this is one thing I want to. But this is one thing I'm gonna counter with that though, because that's what the general consensus is, right? AD prefers to play the 4.
Right.
So with a guy with Drummond down there, I allow him to go out there and roam around and do what he does and stuff like that. Because if you remember last year when they had JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard, now obviously they're better rim protectors than Drummond, but Drummond is still a big body,
Right.
So that still allow AD to go out there and roam around and play spy and get chased down blocks and stuff like that. But the question, to me, the question is how would they fit? How would he fit with LeBron? Would LeBron like to drive to the cup? Drummond like to get rebounds and putbacks and stuff like that. That's gonna be the big question. If that fat Kentucky Fried Chicken eating motherfucker Brian Williams have anything to concern about outside of his LDL behind his HDL, he need to be concerned about that.
Yeah, I mean, it'll definitely be less touches. Offensively speaking, it'll definitely be less touches for Drummond, but I don't necessarily, when the team is 100%, I don't really think they're going to ask him to score a lot. They're going to ask him to try to play defense and rebound and, block a few shots. That's going to be his primary role once the team, is 100%. But you're right. Offensively speaking, yeah, it's going to be adjustment because of the way LeBron plays, but, I believe they'll figure it out.
Yep.
Yep.
And I also think too that you know, when LeBron and AD comes back, I also think that LeBron needs to pick his spot of when he needs to take over a game and when his and let his guys go off. You know, because there'll be one thing if he goes at the end, he drops like 25, 27, right? Or even 35 in that manner, right? And then lose. But it'll be another thing if he goes at only scores like, 15 to 17 points and they win by like 30 and all that. All I'm saying is I feel that LeBron needs to pick and choose when he needs to establish himself. If he sees early on that the team just not have it, then he needs to, take that lead. Either him or AD needs to take that lead. And I think also for the rest of the regular season, I don't think he needs to be playing all 35, 40 minutes and all that. I think he needs to be playing like 20 to 25 minutes to preserve him for the playoffs. Him and AD both.
Well, I think it kind of depends on, if the Lakers, if they win tomorrow against the Knicks, they will be 6-6 since LeBron went out. So they probably, if they continue to play this way somewhat, they probably won't fall that far in the standings. They'll probably stay around 5th or 6th at the lowest. And if they stay like that, then maybe you're right. They'll kind of preserve the guys. But look, the one thing a lot of people don't talk about is the Lakers defense, man. And a lot of you guys, man, will talk about the Nets. Oh, they're going to score 130. They can score 120, 130 every night. Bro, they're not going to be able to. If they were to meet the Lakers in the finals, they're not going to be able to do that against the Lakers. And I don't care if they're 100% or not. It's just not going to happen because the Lakers have proved it. Without AD, they were number 1 in defense. And then when LeBron went out, now they fall down to number 4. So that team plays D regardless who's out there. So y'all, a lot of people, man, they're really discounting the Lakers defense. And that's what's going to get them to win, the defense.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because the thing with the Brooklyn Nets, the only way I can see them beat a team is offense. Because you have highly scored players. And the game from yesterday, man, it looked like, they kind of quit a little bit mentally.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all see what Drummond was doing to Aldridge? What y'all think Embiid going to do to him in the games?
He going to kill him. Yeah. Aldridge, shit, I can play better defense than Aldridge. But DeAndre Jordan going to come back sooner or later. But I still feel like he's not going to put that much effect. He might do better.
DeAndre Jordan, for all intents and purposes, getting pushed out the rotation. He has just been not good.
That's true. But I'd rather have Jordan out there than play defense than Aldridge.
DeAndre Jordan? DeAndre Jordan don't play no defense. Have you? Where you been hiding at? You been under a rock? DeAndre Jordan play no fucking defense. That's why you got pushed out the rotation. That's why you got taken out starting lineup, man. Brooklyn, man, this big man's been destroying Brooklyn. Anybody there?
Yeah.
Yeah, DeAndre Jordan playing, man, If anybody that's in the league slow-footed is him. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, but I'm like, but he so he not better rim protected than Aldridge.
At this stage of his career, no, he's not. That's why they went out and got Aldridge. If DeAndre Jordan was playing this so-called stellar defense you was talking about, you think they would have went out there and got Aldridge? Hell no.
No, I'm not saying Jordan is a great defensive player or anything like that. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying I feel like he a better defender than Aldridge.
What? Based on what?
You said what?
Based on what?
He a better rim protector.
You say DeAndre Jordan is a better rim protector, right?
Yes.
Then why they sign LaMarcus Aldridge then if he was this so-called rim protector?
Cause he's real good at offense. He a good post mover.
Have you seen DeAndre Jordan in crunch in late game situations?
Yes. I'm not saying he's a great defensive player. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I think he's better than Aldridge.
Man,
well, let's be honest. Both of them niggas is washed up. They both over the hill. The kid is gonna be better than both of them, but it's just they're the veterans right now. But neither one of them are much. Neither one of them are much of a defensive threat at this point in their careers. Man, they're both over the hill. But if you're saying who's the best out of all of them, pound for pound, maybe it's Jordan. You know, that's not saying a whole lot. You know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. AD still gonna kill his ass. Joel Embiid will still kill his ass. Jokic will still kill his ass. What's another good big man?
Bam.
Yeah.
Bam.
Oh yeah, Bam killed Jordan and Aldridge too. But I'm saying, DeAndre Jordan will bring at least a little bit more of a defensive presence than this. He'll bring size too, as a center.
Yeah, but they're not playing with him. They're not playing him no more. They going full in on Aldridge. They said it before they signed Aldridge. He was gonna come right in on way and be the top center.
It's like I'm not for sure who said it. The Nets quit. Man, that's why I said, man, that team lacks mental toughness. You know, if you're dependent on Kyrie and KD to lead the team and show that mental toughness when the playoffs come around and when the game slows down, I don't know. I don't have faith in those two guys right there to lead a team in the battle. That's just me though.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that was quite a hot take about
that's
DeAndre Jordan being better than Aldridge.
Yeah, but that's still not the game Brooklyn just lost yesterday. That ain't no excuse for them. They literally lost by some role players, good role players. I'll give you that, but Kevin Durant should have stepped up.
The same energy could be applied to the Lakers. They have a team that can go out there and beat anybody if they play together. So you can't use the fact that you had injuries as an excuse later on if they don't get it done. You can't use the excuse is gone that we had all these injuries when you were short-handed last night and defeat the Brooklyn Nets the way you did. So that excuse is gone.
Yeah, you're right.
Is we can get the same energy.
You're right. When the dust gets settled, if both teams are healthy, if the Nets get beat, if both teams are healthy, if the Nets get beat, it will be more than likely, like I said, it's because they lack mental toughness, or it's because they had not spent enough time together. And if the Lakers lose, if they lose, they just lose. But it will probably be some of the not mental toughness, but if the Lakers lose, it's probably because they haven't spent enough time together as a group this season because of the injuries.
My thing is adapt and overcome. You know, that's my thing. You adapt and overcome, and you just got to find a way to get it done. That's the bottom line. You know, you can't. You know, I don't hear nobody making excuses about why this team ain't got it done. Neither team. You know, you just don't. I mean, just don't. I mean, because it's just not warranted. You know, these teams are talented enough. You know, this could be an exciting NBA playoffs, man. Probably, you know, we keep saying this every year, man, but the excitement level just keeps getting higher and higher with these teams. Where you talk about the Denver Nuggets and the additions they made, right? The you know, the addition by subtraction is when they finally cut ties with Gary Harris, and they brought in Aaron Gordon, and you know they've been playing really good basketball, right? So you got that dynamic. The Clippers obviously will be in it, but you know there's questions about them. Can they finally get over the hump? Uh, and really, truth be told, them the only two teams I can see being the threat in the Western. No, 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 no. I take that back. I take that back. Utah Jazz and Phoenix Suns. So those, so you got the Jazz, Suns, Nuggets, and man, I just remember I just rattled off the goddamn team too.
Man, I think the Jazz are front runner. They got to show me in the
Clippers,
play.
Clippers, goddamn. Jazz, Suns, Nuggets. The Clippers are the biggest threats to the Lakers right now.
Jazz got to show me in the playoffs though.
You know, the one thing about the Jazz that kind of worries me, but not really worries me, but they're the number one seed, man, and they're going to have home court all the playoffs. You know, at the beginning of the season, like I said before, at the beginning of the season, you know, we didn't give a shit, right? It didn't matter because we didn't hardly have no fans. By June, but you know, by the end of May, June, most of these arenas are going to be at least half full.
Utah already allowing fans in their games.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So come play. So come Western Conference Finals, the Utah Jazz in the Western Conference Finals, they play the Lakers, the Clippers, or whoever. They will have a decided home court advantage, man, because that fucking arena is going to be damn near full. And going back all the way to the '90s with Karl Malone and all those motherfuckers, that is a hard place to go on a road and win some playoff games to close a team out. So that's my only concern. All these other teams, the Nuggets, the Clippers, you know, it'll be a tough series, but I think the Lakers could beat them. But having, you know, a 7 game series against the Jazz where the Jazz have home court, and if it goes down to 7 games, that's going to be a tough place to win. That's my only concern. But you know, we'll see. But it's not it's not like the Jazz got fucking Karl Malone. It's just fucking Rudy Gobert. So you know, well, you know, I like the Lakers' chances, but I'm just saying now home court is something they have to take in consideration now.
What y'all think Portland gonna do?
Same thing they always do.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised after this season if one of them eventually has for a trade. I wouldn't be surprised if Dame and CJ. I wouldn't be surprised. Or they trade one.
Well, you read the recent article that he put out about how much money. Well, no, that was on Instagram about how much money he's sitting on, and he's perfectly happy being up there. But I think, like you say, eventually he's gonna want to win. Eventually, I would think he's gonna want to win. So, but if he doesn't, you know, that's on him. He wants to stay up there and lose, but they're not gonna win no title, man, up in Portland, bro. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Hey, so what y'all think? Who y'all think are the biggest threats to the Brooklyn Nets?
Miami and 76ers in the East.
Yeah, I'll say the Sixers, man. The problem with the Sixers is the coach. I mean, it's
And,
not really a problem now, but
and Ben
it's
Simmons. Is he gonna shoot the ball in the playoffs or what? Because he
yeah,
really been showing up in the playoffs.
yeah, you're right. It's gonna be on Embiid and Tobias Harris to get that team over the hump. But to me they're the most solid team. You
And
know,
Miami too. I think Miami can scare them too. Depends on they come out to play. If Victor Oladipo, he showed what he can do. If he do what he was doing against the Lakers before he got hurt.
well, that's the thing about Miami, man. Oladipo, is he or is he not healthy? You know, that's the thing. You know, he was out. He was out over a year. Came back this year. You know, in and out the lineup. Now he's in Miami. Is he really? Is he healthy? If he's not healthy, that's going to be a problem for the Heat. You know, but the Heat have a chance, man, because the Heat still play good D.
What about the Bucks? I don't think they. I think they a threat, but what you think they gonna do with Drew Holiday, Giannis, Nelson?
The Bucks, you never know, man. I don't think so, but they've been playing together a long time. With now they have the addition of Drew Holiday, and you never know, they just might break through. Because they're a good team. They just might break through, but we'll see. I don't think so, but if I were to bet, I would say the 76ers.
Yeah,
Uh, that's a tough one. I don't know. I think so. I think two teams. I don't think Miami's gonna be in it. I don't think so. I don't think they got enough.
you said you don't think who got enough?
Miami.
I mean, they got some decent players. They got now Trevor Ariza. He a good 3-and-D guy. Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson. They got some good players. I think the most they can push the next 6 maybe. Ain't much.
Miami did. Miami didn't have enough last year either. But how did they win it? They won it with defense. They can still do that.
Go, Jimmy got to play out of his fucking skull. He either take the bull by the horns and do that on a consistent basis on every night, and they're gonna go anywhere.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you this, LB. If the Clippers had Jimmy Butler instead of Paul George, you think they took that 3-1 lead last year?
He needs to be more consistent at it, taking the bull by the horns and establishing his putting his imprint on the game. So what? So outside of that, right? Where do y'all see the Brooklyn Nets? Do y'all see them in the finals, or do y'all see them getting upset by somebody?
I think they can be in the finals, but I wouldn't be surprised if they get beat by Philly or Miami. But I do see them either against the Lakers or the Clippers.
All right, LA Sports Live. Where you see the Brooklyn Nets? You see them going to the finals? You see them getting upset by somebody?
It could go either way, man, because it's very rare that a team can get thrown together, not play together, and just go out and win the champion. Go to the final. I mean, the Nets could probably do it because they're playing in the East, right? but man, still, it's just gonna come down to the playoffs, man. And I don't like it. I don't see how people think they could just throw the team together, man, and just win it on straight talent just like that, man. Well, you got a whole team like the 76ers, for the most part, been playing together for a few years. Same thing with the Bucks. And you know, we see how the game changes in the playoffs, man. And you know, I know these players are on a different level, man. But I'm telling you, it really, really, really reminds me of the Clippers from last year. I know James Harden and KD, they on another level than fucking Paul George. I know that. But still, man, the bottom line is the team has to have some kind of continuity, to advance, in the playoffs. You can't just throw dudes out there, man. Especially when you're going to run up against some teams that's going to D your ass up, like Miami and the 76ers will. They're not going to just roll over for the Nets. They're going to D them up. So I think they could win it, but I think they could very easily get upset.
Right. All right, so I'm in the stream on that note, man. I appreciate y'all for being up in here this morning. I'm gonna come back in here later on today. We're gonna talk some more stuff. All right. If you're not subscribed to this channel, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure you go subscribe to LA Sports Live. He got good content on his platform. So
Appreciate it.
So show the brother some love. Give him some subscriptions too. All right. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, man. All day. All day we here to support each other. I'll holler back. Smash the like, hit the subscribe. This your boy. Scream at me.